Erica.
And Liana.
Come join us on Patreon,
where you can unlock weekly episodes of videos and
be invited to Patreon exclusive Zoom meetups.
Just download the Patreon app and search for Night Guys Podcast.
Or go to the website, www.patreon.com/nightguyspodcast.
You can join for as little as $2 a month for full access.
See you on Patreon. Squeedle deedle deedle doodle doodle doo. I was like, come again? Hello! It's Erica.
And it's Liana, and this is the Night Guys Podcast. We're here to join you bi-weekly to cover weird and spooky stuff, supernatural, extraterrestrial, cryptid, culty, true crime.
Liana always counts me down with her fingers because I require it, and I need it because it makes myself feel good.
Went from
she did
3 to
3,
1.
1, 2. Not as a joke.
Yeah,
For
that
realsies.
wasn't a joke. That was serious. And unintentional.
Or was it? Your subconscious, it was intentional.
I think I was focused so hard on, oh my goodness,
Oh my goodness. So hard. Oh my goodness.
on counting down, and I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know what happened. What happened?
What happened? I have an idea.
What's up?
And I don't know what created
She's got her
the
hand
idea,
on her
but-
heart, guys.
Both hands. Both hands on hand. So, my dudes.
Okay.
It's serious when my dudes come
Oh,
out.
gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me bring it down.
For those of you who've been listening to us for many moons.
A moon. Many a moon.
Many fortnights. Bless you. Also, you know that 750 episodes ago, we talked about... I introduced Liana to the episode on Game of Thrones where there was the shame bell.
I just hit my hand on my desk.
As one does. And something about when we just did that exchange about so hard and oh my goodness. You know what popped into my brain was shame bell. Because I was about to, I don't know why, but it did. And
I like how this is where this is going.
it's our anniversary month and we should probably have the shame bell.
That is
And
really
I
good
think
idea.
a way to bring back the shame bell is anytime we feel it necessary to say, oh my goodness, there should be a shame bell with it.
Wait, an actual bell or
Shame.
which one?
Ugh.
Both? One or no? It's got to be one or the other. It can't be both or either or.
I feel like my heart is telling me.
Okay. Listen to your heart.
Always.
Listen to your heart.
I long for the day when you and I can go to like a crowded bar and have these conversations really loud.
We will have a wide berth around us. People will stay away. No one
Or
will need to social
crowds
distance
will
because they'll stay
gather.
far away. No, they will stay away.
We should go, when this happens one day, we should talk this way. Well, you know what I was going to say? We should do a podcast and record it there, like on our phones, really shitty audio style.
Oh, God.
Which also would be the same difference of us just having. So we should just record our conversation.
You need to get back to the subject at hand. The shame bell. Shame bell.
Okay.
And we'll
My
do this.
heart
We'll do
is
this thing.
telling
Okay.
me
Okay, your heart is telling you.
the ladies saying shame.
Okay. I think that actually makes a lot of sense.
Because...
But would we say, oh my goodness, followed by shame? Or
yes.
Just, okay.
Or if you know I'm about to say it, or vice versa.
Just quick.
Yeah.
Whip it out.
Oh my goodness.
Shame.
It's perfect.
Done.
Because I feel like... I feel like I've associated the shame bell, with the dreamboat.
Ah, that's where this is coming from. Because
Which is
we were just talking about the
positive.
dreamboat, guys. Yeah, that is... Okay.
This is my also other goal for us, is when we become so big. Oh my goodness.
Oh, shit. That was an accident.
It applies. We have a Night Guys cruise.
Oh.
All
Into
aboard.
it.
And we hire people who dress up as the actors that we want on the trip.
Oh my god.
And we have a Dole Whip room.
The whole, like, half of the crew is just all lookalikes. You know what we gotta do? We gotta hit up Disney, because they've got all like a big chunk of our dreamies, like, dressed up in Marvel and Pirates shit, and just be like, casting call of Disney employees from the park. We want to hire you for a cruise. Because we have so much money just rolling in it,
They
right?
work for a Dole Whip.
Oh.
Free booze.
Okay.
Dance all night long.
I do it for the dancing. Okay.
Don't we all?
What was I doing today? I was dancing to something. I don't know. Oh,
yeah. Please tell me.
As I've been cleaning, I went through a bunch of my old... I told you... Did I tell you that I found my CD booklet?
Yes. You did.
My giant CD booklet that's like the 4 discs per
I'll know
page.
when I see it. Yeah, I know I've
Who
seen
says
this.
I'm going to let you see this?
I've seen it before.
I was listening to... I popped in 6 discs.
I guarantee
because my car
one of those
happens to
CDs
have a
in there
disc
has
changer.
my handwriting on it.
It's entirely possible. But man, I listened to some interesting music. There's a lot of Deftones. Like just a lot of Deftones.
What was
but,
our
like,
sign
mixes
we're going to
with a lot
hold
of the
up
same-
at the Deftones concert?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Chino,
Fuck.
it was stupid.
Of course it was stupid.
I would like
Well,
to
anyway,
go to, I would like. Do they
Deftones-
tour? What do they do? Do they sing still?
No idea.
Does he sing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they dance?
No.
Do they
But
dance
yeah,
still?
a lot of what I listened to was like really dark and sad, and I was like, man, I'm
Like
such
what?
a downer. No, just like a bunch of my mixes were like a lot of the same songs that I would just like carry over to like, well, I really like that song. I'm gonna listen to that. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even remember.
What is this, like high school or just middle school, high school?
High school and after high school.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but man,
I don't know what I
I listened to a lot of some angry music. I also listened to a lot of Kitty, apparently.
Oh, man. I think I introduced you to Kitty.
I think you might have. I was like, oh,
Their
man,
one song, I still like that song.
I knew all the lyrics. I think my favorite one is called "In Winter."
I don't
I
remember.
highly recommend listening to that song, everybody, by Kitty.
I think the song I liked was the Not All Right song. That was like their big like hit for them that they had. Big.
I don't remember. Basically, whatever Napster let me download.
Right,
that's
dude.
what I would steal.
Yes.
LimeWire and Kazaa. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
All those. Yep. Yahtzee.
How many viruses can I give my dad's computer? Sorry, Dad.
I don't know. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I listened to some downer music, but then I also listened to some music that I was like, kind of bop it in my car. Like,
yeah,
this is, I'm a nerd.
nonsensical. I agree.
Mixed in with some weird 80s music.
We gotta have a dance party. Also, thanks to everybody who on Instagram sent songs. I screenshot them, so now I can look them all up.
Oh.
I wanted to know everybody's like your go-to. I don't remember what I was doing last weekend, but I was doing something and no one was around. Oh, it was when I was like like meth head cleaning my house and no one was here, and I put on like music, and I was like, what do I love and I want to hear right now? And I like the
that
first
won't be interrupted, and you're like,
yeah,
wait, now I
and
don't
I can
even
like
know.
clean and like get down with it. And then I was like, I want to know what everybody else's song is. It's like one of those songs. Because I have like a few songs where it's like, if I'm like really feeling good, and then I feel like I have like my good songs where it's like I'm feeling good. And then I also have my songs that it's like I'm feeling good and I'm on like glass 2 of wine. Also, those are really good. Yeah. I have a weird eclectic.
We both have very eclectic tastes in music.
Yeah.
Mine ranges from very dancey, like embarrassing club music to like basically slit your wrists, depressing, sad, and then also really ethereal, sparkly, twisty sounds that you're like
that.
what is this stuff?
Yeah.
None of my music makes sense.
No.
None of it. But I'm glad about it.
Yeah. Me
Speaking
too.
of people being awesome.
You need people?
People who need people. First, we have to thank our 3 most recent patrons, because I think we thanked maybe one of them on our Patreon episode, but we want to thank Teresa, Rosa, and Janique. Thank you so much, the 3 of you, for joining us. Ladies, we love you.
We love
amazing.
ladies.
We do.
And we love you.
Mm-hmm. But thank you all for joining. We're really excited to get to know you. And Janique, we did meet you already, but we'd like to continue to meet you.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
Also,
Let us meet you more. We
more meets. And Tisha, we want to thank you as well for your words. Help. Patreon.
I like it being vague
stuff.
because it sounds like it could be a million different things that you're trying to come up with. Tisha, we love you. Thank you for supporting us, and
welcome aboard.
what would we wear on the Dreamboat? Do we have... answering my own question.
Okay.
Definitely a morning look, brunch, mid-late afternoon, evening wear. Then we put on some sweet, like, go-to-bed, nighttime boudoir, like, 30s, like Marlena Dietrich, like, outfit.
As long as I have high-heeled slippers.
Oh, yeah, with fuzzies.
Yes. And can somebody just, like, do my hair and makeup? Because I desire not to do that.
I desire not to do that as well.
All right. Ladies that are welcome on the Dreamboat, all of our ladies, they're all welcome. You can also have that treatment too. That is fine.
Yep.
Oh, and this, we have another message for Brooklyn. Thank you for pointing out that Arby's is apparently our listeners, because they totally stole our delicious potato vodka idea for the apocalypse, and they suck.
Guys, Arby's is selling vodka.
What's
going on? Is that a sign of the end times? Like,
I don't know, but it was like curly fry vodka.
Did we buy it?
If somebody tries that, I know, I was like, do I try that? If somebody tries that or loves it, tell us, because I do love French fries.
Also, can I also, if we're making a request...
Oh, God. For what, the Dreamboat?
No, those are demands.
Of course.
Any of our listeners in England?
Yes.
Can you please? I will Venmo you. Can you please buy me a Kit Kat?
Oh.
Kit Kat came out with vegan Kit Kat candy bars, and I really want one. And only the UK, from what like I understand, has them. Apparently, like I think like Morocco or somewhere else does too. But if you're in a country that has a vegan Kit Kat bar, hit your girl up. She'll Venmo you and pay for shipping. Send me like 3.
I swear, I thought you were going to ask them for the Kylie Minogue wine.
Oh, also, if you live somewhere that sells Kylie Minogue's rosé, the bottle with the really cute indented hearts all over it, hit up your girl. And she'll Venmo you.
I was like, oh, I already know where this is going. You
I
threw
want
me for a
both.
loop.
I would like
Okay.
both those together, actually. That Kit Kat
Snack
with
and
that
wine.
rosé. Mwah.
Good times.
Doesn't that sound good? Oh, that sounds real good.
I do love chocolate.
I miss Kit Kat. That was one of my faves.
I haven't had one of those in forever. I don't even remember what they taste like.
Oh, they're good. They're that like good wafery.
Wafer. I remember what they are.
They're like a yummy cookie. Do you remember those cookies? They were the mother's cookies. They were like kind of wafery Kit Katty. They came in pink, white, and chocolate.
Oh shit! Yeah, those were yummy.
Those are good too.
the pink ones were good. They were
Yep.
strawberry or
Yep.
some bullshit.
Yeah,
strawberry.
I wasn't big on the.
Quote, unquote.
I wasn't big on the chocolate.
No,
They're
I remember
fine,
chocolate
but
tasted.
That's last. That's like desperate.
No, chocolate and vanilla both tasted like chalk. I was like, that
Yeah,
strawberry's
vanilla
got
was
that
okay.
good flavor.
I didn't mind it. Chocolate.
Eh.
Get out of here.
Well, okay. Do you have news? I have news.
You go first.
So this might be why the years recently have been kind of shitty.
Okay.
A mysterious sun temple that was lost for 4,500 years was found buried in the Egyptian desert in the, quote, biggest discovery in decades. Rebury it, guys. Put that sand back. Just put it
Someone's
back.
taking their foot and like scooting the sand.
I know that Benny is around there somewhere fucking things up. This is the reason. So yeah, archaeologists unearthed the ancient remains in Abu Ghorab, south of Cairo, in what is being dubbed the biggest discovery in decades. I can't read today, so just beware. It is one of 6 sun temples believed to have been constructed, of which only 2 have ever been found. And they were built when the pharaohs of the 5th dynasty were still alive to grant them the status of god, which is... all right. Pyramids, on the other hand, were built as final resting places to ensure pharaohs were resurrected as gods in the afterlife. So they're not really saying... So further investigation revealed an older base made of mud bricks, which indicated a building previously existed at the site. The experts then discovered the 2-foot deep base of a white limestone pillar, which they suggested the original structure was quite impressive. But what came next 50 years later solidified the researchers' suspicions. An array of beer jars filled with mud, were uncovered, providing the final proof the old site was a temple. Oh, so it was a ritual offering spot. So yeah, they found it. I would like for them to put it back. But I guess National Geographic yesterday on the 14th, they already were talking about it. So I don't know when exactly they discovered it, but they're finally talking about it. So I'm going to go with they probably found it in early 2020. And
Checks out, dude.
and then we are where we are. Thanks. Put it back.
Cover it up. Pave it.
Pave it.
Pave it.
I mean, that's kind of disrespectful, but still pave it.
Maybe it's not. They probably want their shit to be sealed up and left alone.
Yeah, they don't want it touched. So if we pave it, it's preserved.
Respectfully pave it.
Have somebody bless the pavement. Have somebody
sense.
bless it and then guard the pavement.
Yeah, for real.
That's respectful.
I think so.
Put it
It's
back.
more
Put it-
respectful than...
Poking and prodding and digging and removing.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Digging.
Before that?
Poking and prodding.
Shame.
Sorry. It's like digging, I guess. Whatever. Also, my other news is not really news, but it's a guy catches a triangular UFO on his ring cam.
I didn't watch it. There's a video. Yes?
You should watch the video. You're going to hate it. It
Alright,
moves
pressing play
slowly. It moves slowly. It's very
so it's like through
triangular.
the trees. It's going to make
Oh,
itself
you'll see
known.
it. Yep. It's just this guy's front stoop, and you see some lights through a tree, and then it just makes its way through.
Stop. Why is it so... What?
It's ominous. It is slow.
My initial reaction is to like pick up a rock and throw it. Get out of here.
What I don't like
Does that seem like one piece to you, or do you think it's three dudes?
I don't know. People on their Facebook thing were saying they're like, that's 3 helicopters flying in formation.
Dudes. It's 3 dudes. The one in the front,
Well, either way.
Yeah, I mean, I hate it.
It moved. It was low enough for it to set off his motion detector. It was something because
I don't need it.
His like ours only like our doorbell thing only turns on when there's motion.
Yeah.
So like
ours too.
Why? Gross.
I don't like it. Ours is constantly going off at night because we have the the front porch light, and there's like a little spider like dude chilling. So the wind's always like
from fat moths.
Like so the web's constantly moving because of a breeze.
Dude, you got to remove that part of the web.
I cannot. I mean,
It's
I don't
only
check
part.
it.
I'm not saying remove the whole web, just that part that's on your thing. I've had moths like chunky, adorable, squishy moths that just like set it off, and I was like, "Dang it, dudes!"
I
was like, "Who the fuck's at my door?"
Moths are cute.
Just a good moth. They're cute as long as they don't fly at your face.
I think I have 2 moths tattooed on me. I have 2.
I like how you don't know.
I'm not sure. Well, I can't really see that part of my arm. I forget.
It's a winged creature of the insect
punky.
variety.
One represents pumpkin.
Ah.
The other one represents one that I told a story on, I think, early on this very podcast.
On
this very podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The one that miraculously came back to life after I ran over it when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. That was the weirdest shit I've ever seen, and my mom saw it too. She remembers it. I asked her once, do you remember that one time when I was little and I heard a moth in my like little like thing that you pedal cart? It was a little tractor, and she did. I tried not to say too much, and I mean this is when I was like 5. It was weird.
Of course, your mom remembers the weird shit.
It was fucking weird. Enough that I got tattooed on me. That thing was weird. It was a weird moment.
What you got?
Cops in New Zealand rescue woman who is held hostage, in quotes, by aggressive possum.
I love this story.
He's so cute. He's not like, for peeps in the States, he's not like, don't envision our possums.
Which are still adorable.
I love those guys too.
I love them.
Equally cute. Just different. This guy is like dark, cute, chocolatey brown and like milk chocolate brown on his little tummy chest area and a little pink nose. He's so cute. I love him. He's teeny tiny. A police department in New Zealand responded to a bizarre call for help when a woman reported that an aggressive possum was holding her hostage in her home. The very weird incident reportedly occurred on Sunday night.
It is so weird.
Much to the surprise of cops on duty at the time, the resident, who was very frightened, phoned them and said she was stuck inside her house because of a pugnacious possum. I hope she said that. Recounting the call, an official with the department explained, quote, when she would exit her house and attempt to reach her car, the possum would charge at her. And she would flee inside her home.
I like that instead of trying to attack it back, she was like, nah, I'm retreating.
What charge? Cops dispatched to deal with the report realized the call was not a joke because when they arrived, they were greeted by the possum that emerged from the shadows and brazenly climbed up the leg of one of the officers. What? She's mad. Fortunately, it appeared to be more friendly. As police captured the little critter and said, quote, to prevent further citizen harassment, relocated it to a forested area nearby.
Little man. He's like, how dare you move me out of my home?
I like it here. Given the animal's fearless nature, it is suspected that the possum was either an escaped pet or perhaps a juvenile that hadn't learned to best avoid humans. Oh my god, then if she's like all in on being friends with people, you can't also just like Oh no! I'd be like, guess
He'll be
we're roomies now. I can't leave you out there to the wilderness.
I think he'll be okay.
I know
If he'll go after a human, I'm pretty certain he can probably
But
fend
if
for
he's
himself.
going after him with love in his heart.
I'm pretty certain that's not it.
But they said it was friendly, not ferocious.
If it's a pet, we need to just come over there and take him home.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Wait, what?
I said nothing. You're too slow. It's not my fault.
Shame.
It's so quiet.
Shame.
Loser.
Say it again. Say it again.
Nope.
Ah,
Not my fault. You're slow. Okay, so we have. I know I said, God, 2 weeks ago, whatever. We were talking about like doing cryptid comparisons or something. We're still gonna do that. Just today, we wanted to listen to your guys' stories because this is our anniversary episode, and we love your guys' stories. They are
We do.
our favorites.
Our most favorite.
I keep hitting my goddamn mic stand. Sorry,
I can't
guys.
hear it.
Okay, well, Peeps might, so sorry to Peeps. Oh, fuck, I definitely hit it that time.
That one I heard.
I'm sorry. Sorry, my dudes. Do you want to read the stories that are on Instagram and I'll read the email stories?
As I was opening email.
Oh, full fudge. It doesn't matter to me.
I can do.
Wow.
I have one open on. I'll do. Do you want me to start? I'll do Darren's.
All right, Darren.
Darren, we love you.
You're awesome.
Okay. Yes. Ready?
Go.
Do a spooky intro noise.
Boogity, boogity, boo.
But okay, that's great.
Nope,
but
too bad. That's it.
I need
That's
it
all
to
you get.
fade out.
Can't do it on command. I'm done.
You can do it. Just go start at a louder volume, so then you can end how you start.
I know the concept. I get that.
You can do it.
Don't
Prove
know
it.
if I
Prove it. Prove it.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. Now I'm ready. Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink wine.
Oh, hello, Liana and Erica. Been a while since I sent you any stories, but since you were asking for submissions, in 1981, I moved from Eastern North Carolina to a town in Virginia. I was there with my first wife to attend a religious school. What a massive mistake that was. But a long story for another time.
Very curious.
Yes. I quickly found work with a security company as a night watchman and a few stories to last a lifetime.
People that do night watchman jobs, scary.
So scary.
I could never.
Because
never.
it's like you just always feel like you're just always waiting.
You're basically bait for
Yeah.
whatever's happening, and you're just supposed to call for help.
And if you even have like
Ugh.
a
No, that
teeny
sucks.
tiny like part of your brain that's like imaginative, it's too much.
Yeah, I would never survive. You're like, she died of a heart attack her first night. Well, yes, I did.
No one was surprised.
She practically called it ahead of time.
Link below.
Okay, go. Sorry.
Our main job was to provide a fire and safety watch for the facility. It was a beautiful old hospital built on the banks of a river. Hospital, river, conducting all of the bad energy to just battery power ghosts. This is not good. The government was phasing out the use of the facility that had been used to treat veterans of the military service. The property consisted of 4 buildings. Okay. The main hospital.
Got some bad, sad juju.
Lots of energy. Not good. The main hospital, which was fully equipped with with surgery and a morgue. No,
Great.
had maybe 30 patient rooms and had been closed to all activity except 2 or 3 admin offices during the day. There was another, more modern building that was operational during the day for pediatric care. Okay. The third building was all storage, complete with one room full of old prosthetic limbs, clothing, shoes, and some personal belongings of patients who had left, either alive or deceased. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
The last building, building number 4, well, that 3-story building had housed psychiatric patients.
Of course.
Okay. First floor was admin and triage. Second floor was low-level treatment, and the third floor was for patients with far more severe needs. Okay. Oh, this is also awful. I'm so scared.
No.
The only electricity in use was for emergency lighting of exit signs. No water, no power, and no steam for the old iron radiators. We will start one of the adventures in this building. No, not an adventure. How dare you mislabel this? You mean nightmare. Not an adventure.
Oh, God.
As I said, we were on site mainly to act as a fire and safety watch. There were usually 2 watchmen on site at night. We carried a leather-bound clock that accepted large brass keys. When turned, the key would leave an imprint on a circular paper disc and record the date and time.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, so what? I don't know what that is.
So that's basically a way for
it's
their
not
boss
a, like,
to make
punch
sure.
card.
No, but it's basically like that, where they know if you've turned the key, and it will leave an imprint on that piece of paper, so that they're like, or that clock, so they're like, all right,
okay. Whoa.
we know that
I've
you've
never
been
heard
to
of
this
that.
location.
Is that like that? What? That's really
That sounds
cool.
like pre-GPS to track your employees.
These keys were placed all around the property and would verify that a specific area had been physically checked.
Just needed to keep reading.
But I still don't even. I want to like visually see that. That sounds really
Darren, if you have a picture, which he literally includes at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Of the email. Yeah.
Yay! Cool. That's awesome. You read my mind. I will attempt to attach a photo. Okay, great. Yay, we love you. This is why you're the best.
We need to keep reading. We're so bad.
But I get excited. I can't help it. There were 2 such keys in building number 4. One at the far ends of the first and third floor. First and third. You had to walk all the way down each hall to find the key. That sounds like a video game now. I don't like it. No. My coworker and I rotated rounds. Indoors, no, you should always go together. Indoors, 1 shift, and outdoors, 1 shift. Oh, okay. No, do them together.
Nope. I need a buddy system forever.
One night during the outside shift, I made my way around the main building, the pediatric unit, the storage unit, and up to building number 4. The old psychiatric treatment building. It was midwinter and the outdoor temperature was in the 20s. A cold wind blew in off the river. With gloved hand, I unlocked the door to access the first floor. Naturally, it was very cold inside the building since there was no power. The emergency exit light casted that familiar red glow inside the hallway. I walked down the hall, perhaps 50 feet long, to access the first key. I then went into the stairwell, climbed to the icy cold second floor. I walked the length of that hall to climb the stairs to the third floor. As I opened the door to the third floor, I was hit with a blast of hot air. Whoa, weird.
That's when you turn around and go back.
Hot. And it's 20 degrees? That's
Nope.
weird.
And their power was out and the furnaces were gone.
Yeah.
No steam. Nope.
Why? My face, uncovered from the cold outside, beaded up with sweat. This was not right. I truly wanted to turn and leave building number 4. But what if the heat indicated a fire? I was thinking that too. Like, did something malfunction?
My brain didn't go there. My brain went to haunted shit. Must leave.
Yeah, I don't like it either way. Although I could smell no smoke nor see any flames, what was causing the heat? I had walked this same hallway many times before. This night was no different, except for this fucking heat. I added that. The doors down the hallway were all supposed to be open so you could visually check each as you walked the hall. Ew. I like that and I don't at the same time. I think I want them all shut. I had to walk that 50 feet to turn that key. What if there was a fire and that building was lost on my shift? No. I had to walk. Oh. And Punky's good. No, I had to walk and look inside each room.
Nope.
Neither the large, heavy aluminum flashlight in my left hand nor the handgun on my right hip gave me any peace. Why was it so hot in the hallway? So I started to walk. Room on the right, clear. Room on the left, clear. 3, 4, 5 doors. And then I heard a door behind me close and latch.
Fuck this house. Fuck this place. I hate it.
Ew, so it's behind you. So that means you have to walk back past it to escape.
I don't know, man.
I had to at least look back to make sure no one was behind me. No one or no thing. I turned my back to the wall and shined that light down the hall. Nothing. For some reason, the thought crossed my mind that if I got back outside, I was going to freeze since I was sweating so heavily. I was about halfway down the hall, halfway to that key and the stairwell that would get me out of this place. The next door was closed. I had no key for the interior doors. Why had someone closed that one door? I shined my light around the door. No smoke. I reached for the large, bulky, two-way radio and called my coworker inside the main building. Quote, Ray, I have a locked door in the hallway on hallway 3 of building 4. Was it locked last night? No? Would you note this in the log for me? Okay. See you in a bit. In parentheses, I hoped. I moved on, occasionally shining my light back down the length of that hallway. Should I mention the door that closed behind me? No. Get that key turned and get out.
Yep.
The last few doors were open. The key was in the clock and turned. Recorded proof that I had been there. My heart was pounding in my ears. Behind me, 50 feet of hallway, bathed in the glow of emergency lights, 2 closed doors, no fire, and cold. It was supposed to be cold, but what about the heat? The beads of my sweat on my face. Had I imagined all of this? No, it had definitely hot inside hallway 3, hadn't it? I entered the stairwell, walked back down the stairs, and back outside. Geesh, it was cold. Even with that heavy polyester faux fur collared flannel line coat and hat with ear flaps, I was freezing. Yeah, that sweat had been real. Do I tell Ray? Do I note the whole incident in the logbook? No, I had 2 punches in the time clock for building number 4. That was all I would ever share with them about that night. But what about the other nights? I will return to tell you at least one more thing that happened in the main building. No, Darren. Whoa, that time clock thing is crazy. That's cool and spoopy.
Yeah, what the hell?
Ew.
That's weird. Darren, no.
You don't often hear of things being, it's always like, oh, like a cold shiver or a cold, gust of air. Mm-hmm. Like not spirits are associated with like
it's hot
chills.
Mm-hmm.
Hot. That's so
hot.
weird. And why? What does that mean? What does hot? Like is
a demon?
Maybe. Yeah, you think like fiery hell demon.
Nah.
But like why was the one door shut? I don't blame you for not opening it.
He walked into another time kind of thing.
Whoop, I slipped. Potentially, because, like, I was going to say our favorite, like it will. Okay, I think there's 2 things that could possibly be going on.
Slip.
There's either our classic time slip.
Yeah.
Right? Something happened there. Maybe somebody. What? But if the building hadn't burned down, it's there. So it's not. Mm-hmm. Was there a building before then that maybe something caught on fire? Or maybe was there a patient that was in that door, like behind that door, the one that was closed? Like, was that somebody who had been like burnt?
Maybe they did steam treatments on that patient, and so they were especially traumatized.
Maybe, or maybe if it's military, maybe somebody got hit with something that burned them. Maybe somebody was in that room that had that. Maybe, or. That's so interesting. No, because, like, what?
I don't know, my dude. Maybe his next story that he shares will have some insight.
Because, I mean, really, yeah. What?
Darren.
So
can't
yeah,
wait
it
for your
could be
next
a
story.
time slip or somebody there had something that happened to them that felt that way. Because I feel like if you're feeling that, it's something about the just one door being closed. Somebody in there, whatever happened to them,
happened in there.
That's how they either died or
they had painful times there.
Yeah, that involved like heat, maybe? I don't know.
I remember from watching garbage TV that they would do like super painful hot baths, and they would keep the steam and they'd put them in like those baths and then they'd like cover them up completely.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like one of those.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Weird.
Well,
that is
thank you, Darren.
Creepy. That
Horrible.
is so wild that
I mean,
I don't
cool
know if
either,
I could.
No.
I don't know if I could do that. I could do it if Ray was with me. I couldn't. I don't. I'd be like, fuck this. I'll go back and wait for him and make him go up with me. What are we doing anyway? We can go up there together. Whatever. I'll owe him. Fine. Buy him a beer later.
I would never. Much braver people than I could do that.
What's the point? What's the point? I'm not saying it was
to make sure that the
Darren
building
did
didn't
that.
burn down.
But if it did, would it be so bad?
Probably not. Are they really going to repurpose it? Probably not.
Right, it's empty, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
It
burned down.
Oh, scary.
Ugh. Well, okay, we're moving on.
Yucky.
This is from Liz H. I'm going to read her message because I love it. It says, thank you guys so much for reading these. I love your podcast. I listen to you every day at work. She's a massage therapist and she gets tired of spa music, so she has one earbud to listen to podcasts quietly.
Oh my God. I love that people are getting really relaxed while she's listening to our nonsense. That brings me the most.
It makes me worried that she's going to be like, just like, I don't know.
So you're trying to say people are getting she gives the most amazing massages, but these are like for extra credit.
Above and beyond the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just not getting paid for that amazing experience that she's
tip your
giving.
masseuses.
I mean, you better anyway,
You
but
should. But especially Liz.
Yeah. Okay, so she's actually got 2 stories. Okay, so the first one.
She's like, I was a night watch woman, and I had a key that went...
Son of a bitch. If that happened,
that'd be kind of awesome.
You're reading it. All right, so her first one is a fairy story.
Oh, that's right. I'm so excited, because I was telling her, I feel like so many people aren't comfortable sharing, stories of fairies, because I feel like it's not... I feel like people think it's laughable if you have a story about fairies.
Yeah.
Because it's you believe in, the Lucky Charms guy on the cereal box. Cool. You know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
Because, my response to that is, okay, fine, whatever. But how do you not know? The more I read about cryptids, which is a lot lately, is it's this country sees Bigfoot. This country or this region sees this. Europe, Ireland, sees a lot of the Fae. And it's maybe this is all the same thing that is just appearing in this form because this region has lore that already has this. And this is what you can translate to something that is
yeah, your brain interprets it as this.
Yeah. Kind of like how when people are abducted and they get regressed and they remember things and it's oh, well, when that thing approached me, it looked this way. And now I'm realizing, no, this is a fucking alien. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same, mere veiled, how it's a veiled, memory or screen,
Sure.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's our theory that all the cryptids are related, so
yeah.
why not?
Well, yeah, they could all be the same thing, just cloaked as this.
Just portal hopping from continent to continent.
It's weird.
All right, fairy story.
Yes, I like it. Very scary, but I like them anyway.
So she says, so I'd like to begin this story by saying that I think, as children, I think we are all more open to paranormal and odd experiences. Something seems to happen as we grow older that makes these experiences fade from our mind because they seem unbelievable in such concrete and capitalist world. Yes, exactly. A veil is drawn over our eyes and memories. Luckily, mine seem to have remained clear, and I think that's because my parents always encouraged me, and because I wrote a lot of it down. So, fairies. When I was a child, I was convinced I was an actual fairy. What?
That's amazing.
I thought of myself as a changeling, and I gathered together the other misfits, and I convinced them that they too were fairies, and that's why we'd found one another. Oh my gosh, this is the best ever. I really did believe this, and I think that's why they did too. I did once see pixies when I was just a little girl. They almost looked like white lights, but you could just make out their faces and forms. Aww. After that, I became obsessed with finding them. I wanted to meet Titania and dance with them. I would make, quote, potions of milk and cinnamon sticks and nutmeg and pine needles to transport my friends and I in our dreams to that other world.
I love this.
One day, I was with my two best friends at that time in the grassy lot and wooded area of our school talking about fairies, of course.
You got to. That's all I would talk about every day, all day.
Suddenly, I noticed something by the fence that bordered the school. I thought it was a squirrel at first. I have bad vision and didn't have glasses yet. But it was moving rather oddly, bobbing up and down. We crept closer to investigate, and that's when we saw it. It was a freaking gnome.
No, that I don't like.
This little man had tan, weathered skin, brown eyes, and a brown beard. He was in earth-toned clothing, and he was poking his head out of the barbed fence to peer at us, and he looked pissed.
Oh, of course he did.
Was baring his teeth, and his eyes looked a little wild. We promptly screamed and ran away, and then after that, we decided this was more proof that we were fairies. To this day, I do not know why the gnome seemed so upset. I wish I'd gotten the chance to ask.
Assholes.
I can still remember exactly how he looked and how scared I was, which is funny, as he was pretty small, actually, and we were much taller than him, but I have treasured this memory and rarely speak about it, as most people don't believe in fairies. I'm in my 30s now, and I still believe in fairies. Sometimes I can feel them in my garden or during my meditations, but I've yet to see something so concrete and in the flesh as that day. Here's to hoping for more.
I hope you see more fairies. That gnome.
Not gnomes.
Get out of here, guy. Don't bother her with your...
Erica says, nay, no.
I've told you what... I have a bad experience with gnome stories.
She has another story.
I hope it's not gnomes.
It's not. It's ghosts.
Yay!
All right. So, oh boy. We have a new friend. So, guys, I could regale you with ghost stories all damn day.
Oh my God. Yes, please.
Erica's words were lost. Ghosts seem to be drawn to me, and so I constantly have things moving around, books falling off shelves, lights going on and off. One time, fairly recently, my bed literally shook.
That sounds gnomey to me.
She says, I live in Ohio. We don't have earthquakes, and also no one else felt it but me.
Weird.
The other night, I was in bed when something underneath the bed pounded the frame so loud I screamed.
No.
In my old house from when I first moved to Ohio as a 9-year-old, I simply moved into a very haunted room. My dad stood in the middle of the room, shivered, and said simply, something died here. Nice.
Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Dude, Dad,
I'm a sweet
get
little
it together.
Patoodle 9-year-old. What? No.
Can you imagine? She says,
I love his honesty, but you're 9.
Like, that shit can wait. Wait.
Okay, good night. Love you.
Something died in here. Okay, bye. Bye.
I want to start saying that as I exit places. Something definitely died here. Okay, bye, guys.
Okay, bye. That's a really fucked up, cool way to leave.
I love it. Okay, bye.
Like,
wait. Oh, something died
no,
here.
No, just be like, I gotta go. Something died in here. Okay, bye. It's getting late. Something died in here. Bye.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Okay. So,
Can
she
we do
said-
that? Except one of
What?
us will say something died in here. Okay, bye. And then one of us will stay and be like, yeah, definitely. And then you go, you know what? I have to go too.
bye, bye, bye. Yep, that's what will happen.
And then everybody in the house hears tires just peel out.
They'd be like, wait, didn't they arrive together? Aren't they leaving
they did.
together? Stupid.
These are things that make me very happy, and I don't care if anyone gets it. If they get it, hilarious. If they don't, hilarious.
Either way, great fun. Great fun was had by all. Mostly us. Okay, there's more to this story, woman. You're interrupting.
Sorry.
So her dad,
It's amazing.
Was like,
and
something died.
upsetting.
peace. Sleep well.
My
Sweet
room,
dreams.
great vibes.
Hashtag good vibes.
Hashtag butts. Hashtag not hot.
Hashtag no one died in here.
Hashtag love you night.
Hashtag sorry, Liz. Okay, moving on. This is horrible. As I sit here reading this next sentence, I would have horrible, terrible nightmares. I woke up screaming.
Understandable.
Oh, great. And that's when my sleep paralysis began.
No,
too.
that's not cool. That's not cool. That is not okay. Because that is now in her sweet little patootie 9-year-old psyche.
Mm-hmm.
So sleep paralysis, fine, sucks, but like there's like two aspects of sleep paralysis. There's one that it's like it's your body just safeguarding itself so when you roll around at night you don't hurt yourself. That's the whole point of it. Body, like when you hit that like sweet REM state that your girl never hits. And I am always full limb awake. But for everyone else who gets that lovely REM state, like your body safeguards itself so you don't roll over and like your whole body go. Remember when you were little, you could get like, I did when I was little, every once in a while would get like fully like numb arm or numb leg, but especially
Dude, that
numb arm.
still happens. Yeah,
So
like
that's-
because you sleep on your arm and you're just like, oh no, it's dead.
That's what's when you're so like happy in that deep like restorative sleep, you know,
Yeah.
your body should be in that state of paralysis so you can't do that shit. You know, it's so your arm doesn't turn blue while you're sleeping. You know? That's the whole point of sleep paralysis. Like, it is normal. But what happens, but it's not supposed to happen, is your mind wakes up ahead of your body. So now you're Michelle Pfeiffer in that scary Harrison Ford movie where she's in the bathtub. Now we're Michelle. And this is not fun. And we have a weird...
Which sucks because Michelle Pfeiffer's great.
amazing, and we always want to be her, except for this one moment where we do not. And now we're Michelle
Selena
Pfeiffer,
Kyle, always.
and we have a weird shadow man Harrison Ford in our room, and things got real weird.
Which one's that called?
What lies beneath, right?
That one.
We
I was
should
like-
add that
like,
to the
what
list
lies
of movies we
below?
watch together.
Yeah. Oh my god,
We should watch that.
movie. No, okay. I need to get back to Liz's story.
No.
You've interrupted too many times.
But my point is, it's like, so there's that. There's like the part where it's like your body is like, this is normal. My shit woke up before my other shit. And now I have to like finagle around until I move. But then there's the other part of sleep paralysis where this is happening. And it's like the paranormal somehow gets mixed into it sometimes. And
I think because it's a certain point where your mind is your guard is down.
And I feel like your mind is like, you're like in a fuzzy limbo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like your guard is down. Like you don't have anything else to focus on.
Yeah.
Therefore.
And I get some people argue like, oh, well, you're just seeing something out of the corner of your eye or in your vision while you're in this state. And it's just all a part, like, it's like the MO of sleep paralysis. It's normal. But it's odd that the thing that everybody seems to see each time is a dark, shadowy figure? Why is it always that? You never hear, oh, I had sleep paralysis and I saw like a yellow bird, or I saw a peacock, or I saw, you know what I mean? It's always fuzzy side
gross
vision, and it's always humanoid. Like cross-culturally. Why? Why is it always that? Do you know? Like, that's the one thing that, like, throws me off. Because it's like, there's so many weird things people see. But in this one thing in particular, you always see a dark humanoid mass. Why is it that?
Because it's real.
There's something weird about that. Some people think it's like you're in that like limbo-y liminal state where it's like where that plane is able to like kind of contact you, but you're not deep enough in it and you get scared, so that's why it stays fuzzy. And if
that's why you bounce out of there, like,
you panic and you can't focus it in. And some people suggest being like embracing it, and then in theory for some people it gets clearer and then you can talk to whoever is just trying to hang out with you.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
I like my friends on this plane.
It is so weird. So to be 9 and then, oh my God. I have one, I think I already talked about this, but I had one sleep paralysis incident when I was like around the same age. It was either 9 or like a tiny bit younger. This was the stage of my life where I had to have my door open. And my mom was making like waffles and I could smell maple syrup, and I had sleep paralysis, and I was really annoyed because I really wanted to eat it and I could smell it because my door was open and I couldn't move.
You're like, I'm there for it, but I'm not there yet.
I want to get up and go eat this.
That sucks.
And I cannot. And I remember it. I remember how my room was decorated.
Waffles sound so good.
They always sound good. Waffle breakfast for dinner is yes, always.
Breakfast for dinner, always. But waffle breakfast for dinner, extra always. Okay. Gotta get back to Liz's story.
Yeah. Just had to share my thoughts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For that, now making me want fucking waffles. So all of that, you're the worst.
Conclusion, waffles for breakfast. Yes,
and dinner.
And dinner? Sure thing.
Okay, so poor baby Liz, not baby, but 9-year-old Liz, would have, of course, nightmares in this room. I'm just going to read this part again. I woke up screaming, and that's when my sleep paralysis began. In the morning, I would have scratches all over my body.
No.
I could feel the spirit peering down at me malevolently. It felt so cold. I was actually home alone one day when I saw it.
No.
My family was out running errands, and I was in my parents' room playing on my Nintendo 64.
Yes.
Into this. What games? Okay. I was never in my room if I could help it. I hated it in there.
Oh, that should be your safety room.
I know. I was in the middle of the game when I heard footsteps on the stairs, creaking and solid. I came out into the hallway and saw this figure. It was a humanoid figure in a long bell-shaped dress. I couldn't see her specific features, but I could tell her hair was up and her dress seemed a little tattered. I stood there gaping for 1 minute, and then I screamed, went into my parents' room, and shut the door. Good for you.
Yeah.
I dove under the covers and waited for them to come home. We didn't last long in that house. There was so much negative energy, anger, and sadness, and it affected us all. My parents felt it too, so we got the hell out of Dodge and moved into another house. Also haunted, but not mean-spirited.
Upgrade.
Yeah, since then I've learned how to clear spaces of negative energy and protect myself. Good. I keep sage, have bowls of black and red salt, and have obsidian and selenite all over the room. But even with all of that, I still have odd experiences. I know these sound crazy, but I would never lie about this stuff.
No,
I don't.
They don't.
We don't.
Don't
you're not
say
lying.
they sound crazy. People don't make the people. Don't oblige the people who would say that sounds crazy by saying it sounds crazy before they can. Fuck them.
Don't even give them that opening.
No, they're crazy for not listening. No, you're not crazy. That's not crazy.
Yeah. She's so sweet. She's then thanks us for listening to her stories, and I think she says I think it's important people are becoming more open to believing in these
Yeah.
things, and it's important to have a dialogue so we can communicate with spirits, fairies, etc.
Yes, 100%. Because people who think like that's crazy, my response to that is, can we
Prove that they don't exist. That's all. You can't prove a negative, so fuck you.
$1,000,000% that 100% you're right. That is so true.
I'll get aggro about it.
And the other thing is, it's like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like, okay, so you don't believe, if I have a big old chunk of rose quartz and I'm telling people this makes me feel like it's gonna like give me more love and more like joy in this room, for example. And that person goes, that's stupid, that's crazy. Well, my response is, well, okay, maybe that like rose quartz doesn't actually do anything, but what if me thinking it does something? So is that crazy?
Well, and also, how can they prove that it doesn't make you feel that way?
Do you know? Yeah, it's like, but maybe there's definitely power in at least base level the placebo effect, and that is real.
Yep.
And if that makes me feel better, then
y'all can fuck off.
it fucking works. Like, there's even like just that like argument, you know? I like. Does it hurt you? No.
Yes.
Should it
deeply,
bother you?
Deeply hurting you.
No. You're crazy that this bothers you. Now, tell them to just, you know what? I have something that you can tell them, Liz.
Shame.
Everybody should download the Shame Bell app because you can. So you just hit the bell on the app. It will say shame. If you shake your phone, it will ring the bell. All aboard.
I just so badly want to be on the dreamboat.
Okay, we got to read our other stories.
Okay.
It's getting long. Oh my goodness.
Wait.
It's getting long.
Shame.
All aboard. It's getting long. All right. Guys, we're so tired and we're so excited to be here for you. All right. Tish also shared something really awesome. I mean, not awesome. I don't know how to interpret this. She says, the report says a guy was hunting and shot a deer. He went to go get it and Bigfoot was eating the deer. Bigfoot started chasing the guy, so this dude says he shot the Bigfoot in the chest and he was running. And the Bugfoot, here we go. That's a throwback.
Discredited, debunked.
Oh, the Bigfoot ran off. The resource officer went to the alleged area to see if a human in a Bigfoot suit maybe was shot, but after searching the area, nothing was found.
I don't know what's happening. Okay.
So
Bigfoot cannot be shot. I've read, again, a lot about cryptids in the last 4 to 5 months. And every account where a Bigfoot is shot, nada. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Erica's clapping through it, guys. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. It just doesn't seem to fucking affect them.
Tish, thank you for sharing that. I want to know what that guy shot at.
Rocks. They throw rocks, so they must feel that they are like detrimental. So if Bigfoot is arming themselves with rocks, that is what I'm fucking picking up.
Okay.
Rocks v. rocks.
All right. Give me a Mai story.
Amaya, we love you.
Yeah.
All right. So, first one. A little bit of backstory. My grandmother passed about 2 years ago. Oh, I hate this. I hate when no one should ever pass. And she was literally my favorite person ever.
No.
I believe that because Amaya is awesome. So, clearly you have an amazing grandmother. She helped raise me, and she was always the lady that I could go to for anything. Okay, so I have been trying to get more in touch with my spiritual side and start exploring the use of crystals, etc. And I think I may have opened some sort of portal, but like a good portal, because I haven't felt any bad vibes. But I've been
very nervous about this.
I'm like, yes. And you're like,
Beware.
no. Pump the brakes. I'm like,
Pave
full
it
speed
over.
ahead.
Pave it.
But I've been seeing shadow figures in the corner of my eye sometimes. And this one night, me and Aranza, my partner, were sitting in bed watching movies. Oh, I'm scared. And I hear 3 taps. Don't like that.
Nope.
Sign of the devil. On our bedroom window 3 different times. Oh, double 3s. I heard super loud, but she didn't. She just kind of shrugged it off. Yuck.
No.
Because they always say, like, when you get scratches almost always come in 3 claw
threes.
marks, you know?
Yeah.
And if you hear taps, a lot of times, if it's 3s, it's like a weird, that's like Beelzebub is up in the joint.
Maya, you gotta pave that up. Pave it over. Okay.
Part 2. So there's that. And also, for about 2 weeks, I would be in our kitchen doing things and then going to our living room, and boxes of pasta would just fall from our shelves when they would be perfectly placed on the shelf.
Sigh.
Okay. Little silly things. Silly things like made me think that my grandmother is around me, just tricking me. Oh, I see that.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure she's around me in the form of birds, because the birds that would sing around my childhood home have been hanging around our house. I would make noises when I would take the dogs for walks, but I still can't explain the shadow figures in the corner of my eyesight. I think they're definitely separate. I love I totally think that that's your grandmother, especially if it is something that reminds you of your childhood home, which I'm making the assumption like your grandmother was around that like area also.
I hope so.
I love that. I think that's your grandma, and I think that's really sweet. This 3 scratch thing, though.
I really hope, though, that it's your
hung up on
grandmother.
that. I could even see the pasta being your grandma. Like,
I know.
make
I'm
pasta
hoping it's the
tonight.
pasta.
You need to eat more. I feel like that's a grandma thing.
Oh,
right?
I can tell you're hungry. I'll make you food.
Yeah, you need to
Here's
eat
pasta.
more. Pasta. Carbs.
I love that. I'm down.
I
I'll eat
like
pasta
that.
all day.
But
every day.
the tapping thing,
I don't like that.
that sounds like you need, unless you're like down to explore it more. Otherwise,
Pave it up.
that needs to go. You need to tell them no mas, sweet grandmother only. You're not welcome here, or I will spiritually cut you.
Or pave up your shit.
Pave you. We'll pave you over. No. Oh.
Do you
Why
want me to read
is
the other
that?
one?
Because the 3 thing is like the Trinity, right? It's like a mockery of like the
I think
Father,
so.
Son, and Holy Ghost. Like that's what that is.
Sorry,
It's a
my brain
mockery.
on Catholic or Christian stuff is not very versed. I blocked a lot of that out.
Oh, it's been cemented into my mind movies.
Nope. Get that out of my head, movies. Not interested.
But then I need to know how to defend myself against Lucifer.
That's why I just don't invite that shit in.
Has
Period.
anyone ever like? I want to. If anyone is listening who has ever had like
Is anyone
a
listening?
Liana, have you ever?
Right.
No, but if somebody like hears the 3 knocks or the scratches just seems though knocks is like benevolent, scratches are harmful, so this is kind of conflicting. But
I wouldn't say
But
knocks
also-
are benevolent.
I'm not sure. I guess I'm trying to say, like, has anybody ever had that? And then, Amaya, don't do this. This doesn't apply to you because we love you. But has anybody experienced this and then gone on to, like, part of me thinks, like, if maybe even if it is demonic, maybe it's not. Why are demons bad? Is what I'm saying. Is like, why can't that be good? Is this like bad PR? Maybe they're so desperate, and every time anybody sees the 3 and the scratches or this and that, and it's like actually like I'm actually team good. This like fucking scary angel team is actually the bad team, and no one is fucking listening. So now I'm getting desperate, and I'm scratching fools because I'm trying to tell you guys that this is all ass backwards. And
you know, in support of what you're saying, I've seen depictions of what they say angels actually look like.
Hideously awful.
Fucking scary. Oh, they are not humanoid at all. They're like tentacles and eyeballs and
Lucifer is like a fallen angel who just was more or less like kind of questioning some shit, and then God cast him out. Why is that so bad?
So, but
maybe
what are
he's trying to like.
Are demons like lesser angels, or are they like humanoid? Like, I guess
I think
I have a lot
they're
of questions.
lesser.
I feel like somebody needs to answer these questions.
We need an old priest and a young priest. On our podcast.
Anyone? No one? Okay. Right.
Gonna vomit. No one understands these references.
Oh my god.
You do. And I'm fine with it.
I do. I was actually talking about watching that the other day.
We've talked about this. We should also do Austin Powers. Have we ever watched it together?
Probably not.
We should.
I know. We'd be quoting the whole movie.
And it would be
at the television.
glorious. I don't know who I want to dress up as. Do we dress up as... Oh, okay. I'll be Austin. You can be Frau. No, I'll be Dr. Evil. But I kind of want to be Austin, too.
I love Frau. I love her.
That
little doodle in the front.
Okay, you be Frau. I think I'll be Austin. I gotta be Austin.
That's appropriate.
I want to, like, jump and freeze frame with my foot out.
Wait, I like Frau. I like jailbreak Frau.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Do you?
I like all Frau's. Oh, hey!
We're bringing back You Do You in case anyone needed to know.
Was worried about it being gone.
We're bringing it back. You do you. This is the new response to somebody doing something that is annoying and you potentially don't like it, but it doesn't really mean anything about anyone else's life existence in general. You. Hey, you do you.
I feel like that response irritates people. Like, it makes them mad because they're like, don't you care about what I'm doing? It's like, no, I really don't.
do.
Just
and
do you.
You do you. Keep doing it. You do you.
Okay, I'm reading her other story.
Let's do. You do you. And I'll do
that also is.
Hold on.
I'm so slow.
Shake.
Somehow I closed the fucking app. I was like, wait.
Shake.
I'm going to leave it open while you read, just in case I accidentally wrote.
And oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so she says she's got another one.
Can one year we dress up as nuns, and when people say things that are wrong, just say, oh my goodness, constantly?
Yes. I would actually love to dress up as a nun.
Me too.
I think that'd be a great Halloween costume. Okay.
Nun in heels, concealed heels.
Can they be those nighttime heels with the fuzzies on them?
Hey, you do you.
Okay. All right. So about... Stop. This is very serious. Serial right now.
Yeah, I'm very
All right.
serial.
We're never serial. So about 7 years ago, when I lived back in the res in New Mexico, there's all kinds of... she's told us some scary res story. But anyway, so it's crazy shit that happens. But something in particular happened one night. So I was about 16 at the time and a sophomore in high school.
Cute
Me
little
and
baby.
one of my friends, I know, we're hanging out at my house just on a fall Tuesday night. And we were just talking about random stuff, school, like normal girl talk. Talking about stuff like, oh, well, you do you.
Yeah. Dream boats.
Dream boats, shame bells,
Sleep
nighttime
paralysis.
flippers.
Yeah.
But we noticed that it was starting to get dark, so she was going to head home. Keep in mind, we lived like less than half a mile from each other, but when we were starting to clean up our stuff, we started to hear the dogs outside barking really loud.
Not good.
And then
they know.
we heard something jump over the fence. We thought it was just a dumb kid or dumb kid, so we ignored it and didn't dare to think about looking outside. Good.
They're in the house during this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So they kept cleaning up and started to walk her to the door. You know, the usual goodbyes. But then the dog started barking. Again and even louder. So I was like, no, stay here a minute. And then something jumped over the gate with a loud bang.
Ew.
So again, we didn't even think about looking outside because our elders always told us not to look outside at night because you don't know what's looking back at you.
I get that.
I've seen a lot of TikTok videos where they're like talking about skinwalkers, and it scares the poo out of me. I can't.
Skinwalkers are scary.
Nope.
And really interesting.
And like, you just close the blinds, you pretend like you don't hear anything, you see nothing.
Everything I've read I'm not kidding when I say I've read a lot about cryptids lately. Everything I've been reading lately about dogmen and skinwalkers, they're different, but they're very similar. It sounds like almost like 9 out of 10 times, if not more, they can't come in, though. There's like a vampire law with them where they can't come in. And there's a lot of cases of people who see skinwalkers or dogmen while they're in their home and they're outside and they're like looking out them through their front door or their window, and they almost feel like telepathically called,
like compelled to
go
come
outside.
out. Yeah.
And then a lot of these people zap back right as they're like right in front of the front door, or front door is open and they're on their front porch. And it's like, what the fuck am I doing outside? Shit. And then they get in and it's like, you know, I had to run back to my front door and I could hear it
Close
right behind
everything.
me.
Ugh,
And
nope.
it's like, ugh, that shit scares me. I don't like it.
Nope. Well, okay, so she said, our elders always told us not to look outside at night because you don't know what's looking back at you. Plus, come on, there's already so much energy and stuff on the reservation that you can't trust it. But we couldn't figure out what it could be, so we were freaked out. I called my mom and asked her what to do. She said, just stay home and keep the door locked.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Good.
Just the fact that your mom's like, yeah, don't do that. Don't go outside. And that she was on her way home, so we just stayed watchful and careful that nothing was around us. Then my mom came home and took my friend home. We didn't hear anything else that whole night, and still today we wonder about what it could have been. I'm really glad that you never found out, am I? Like, I'm super fucking stoked that you never got to find out.
Same.
I'm very glad for you. This is a good day to find out that you didn't find out. I would rather not know. I mean, I want to know.
I want to know, but like from afar.
Nope. Yep. Like through binoculars. Like, hey, cool. All right, bye.
Like while I'm cast off the shore on the dreamboat, see what's back on land.
With like the military grade binoculars.
Yeah.
Or like a telescopic lens.
Scratch that. I want to be on the dreamboat offshore a good way. I don't look through those military grade binoculars. I got Keanu looking through those for me.
He's looking through them and they're on a monitor for you. So
and
you
then
can just kind of look.
He whispers in Ryan Gosling, who is our low level busboy's ears, and then he relays it.
I don't want to have to hear his voice.
Ryan Gosling looks through the binoculars.
There we go.
Whispers it to Keanu. Keanu presents it to us.
That's so much better. I don't want to put Keanu at risk. How dare you?
We cannot.
If someone's going to get compelled,
Browns.
it's going to be Ryan Gosling. It's going to be the low-level busboy that's going to make it out there. If he gets zapped, all right. Well, sacrifices must be made.
Things happen in sea. Like that. 20 feet offshore.
What's that? Always Sunny. What is it? Mountain Law, where they go skiing, where like everyone's skiing in jeans. Oh, what was it? Oh, fuck.
The new season starts in like a few weeks, and I'm so very excited.
Guys, they filmed Always Sunny in Bodega Bay in Sonoma County, and we fucking missed it.
Very upsetting.
Apparently, they're supposed to go to like Ireland or something, and they filmed it near us. So when you watch it, think of us.
You know what? Just think of us anyway.
We need to go. This episode's getting long. It's 10. Your
Wait,
girl's tired.
what?
I've been up since
Hold on. Oh, wait.
fucking 5.
What'd you say?
I don't remember.
This
what I said.
episode.
It's fucking long.
Shame.
What else is it? Do you have any more adjectives? How would you describe this episode?
Extended.
Shame.
What else?
Girthy. That's the worst word. I hate that word.
Two more.
It was very profound and deep.
Shame.
And I'll be thinking about it all night long.
Shame. Shame.
You're welcome. That was hard for me.
Shame. Shame.
Guys, thank you so much for all of your submissions. We're
Oh my
always
gosh.
welcoming more submissions that can be punctuated by Erica's anecdotes and stories. and
with me?
And again, if you ever want to share them and you don't want us to share your name, we are happy to share them anonymously. And again, thank you to our patrons.
We
You are
love you
lovely.
guys. We love everybody. Thank
We
you
really
for
do.
listening to us. And we're on Instagram. You can always DM us. We don't look at them every day, but we will get back to you. And we love hearing from you guys. And it makes us really happy to know that we make you happy when you're listening to us.
Yes.
And yes, we are very awful, jaded, selfish, horrible people that laugh while we do this, but it also warms our dark hearts that you get a laugh out of it also.
Yes. Oh, one other thing.
We do us.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Shame.
If also you send us an email or you send us a story and we don't respond right away, it's possible that we're saving your story because we don't like to read the stories ahead of time. It's not that we don't want to not read them.
the moment.
But yeah, we definitely like first reaction on the episode. So you are always welcome to send us an email with your story or a DM or whatever. But we may not share it right away. But we'll hold on to it.
What?
We'll clutch it tightly.
Shame.
This is the best. We already say, oh my goodness, so much.
I know.
But to add
So much
reprimanding into it,
But we also feel no shame.
no.
None shame.
Oh,
Ding,
Lord.
ding. All right. Okay, guys.
We
I'm
must go.
going to go board the dreamboat and go to sleep.
Oh. Who you dream about tonight?
I don't know.
We know.
Do we know?
Hey.
It could change. No, it's Oscar Isaac. Who am I saying?
Yeah.
Hey, forever and ever.
So does that
I actually
mean
just
he-
watched Annihilation the other day, and he wasn't barely in it, and I was still like, I'm dreaming
it.
of you.
I'm going to make you a Valentine with him on it.
Oh, I love it.
But you have to make me one with Tom Hardy.
It's gonna look like a serial killer made it.
I'm into it. Hey. Hey, bro. My dude?
my dude,
You do you.
my dude, bro.
You do.
Oh, okay, good. All right, I'm going to sleep now. I love you guys mucho, everyone.
I love you
Yeah,
guys,
what?
Mucho, too.
Erica loves you moderately. I am the mucho.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I love you guys so hard.
Shame.
Oh my goodness. I love you guys even harder.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, for real though. This is the Night Guys podcast. Sometimes.
Shame.
I'm Liana.
Oh my god. All right, bye. Bye.